Let's talk about money today. How do you receive it when you moved here to the Philippines? I made a few mistakes when I first came here. I mean, the first week I was here, I had anxiety like, how am I gonna pay for this? I mean, was I always gonna have to go to the ATM every 5 minutes to get money? How was I gonna do it? And then luckily I figured it all out and got lucky, had some people tell me how to move money, and from there, no problem. So I'll give you a few ideas on how you can do it, and hopefully it'll make your experience a lot better than what mine was. Okay, number one is when you're in the US or your home country in Europe, set up your money transfer service. Just get it set up. I mean, it's so easy. Just make sure it works. You know, you're verified, you can send money. It's no problem. Okay. Because you get here, you don't want to have any problems if that's how you're going to get your money here. But, just have it all ready to go. Now, there's a lot of them. There's a few of them that, you can use. You got Wise, Remitly, MoneyGram, Zoom, Western Union. There's so many of them. But I find the best ones are Wise and Remitly. Now, one day one might give you a better exchange rate than the other. And all the companies are always running promos. So just every day or every time you're gonna transfer money, just check them all out. See which one is gonna do the best. Okay. And you can get caught up in all okay, well, this one says they'll give me a free transfer, but the exchange rate is this. And the other one's gonna charge me a few dollars, but their exchange rate is that. I mean, it all gets confusing because they all have all the different numbers. We do this, we do that. The way I look at it is, okay, just to throw out a number. Let's say I am going to transfer 1,000 US. I do, yeah. When I say I don't look, I mean I do look at the fees and all that. But the most important thing to me is the money I receive, the money that's going to be in my hand. If I send 1,000 US and this company charges me a couple more dollars, but I'm going to get 57,000 peso, or this company over here, they don't charge me any in transfer, but I'm only going to get 56,000. I mean, I want the money in my hand. Whichever one gives me the more money that day, that's the one to take. So just get your money transfer account ready, have them downloaded on your phone, the company's apps, have them in your browser on your laptop, just have it all ready to go. So when you get here, you have no problems. And that leads me into number two, which is, okay, I got all my money transfers apps ready to go. I got the companies ready. I know which one I'm going to use to transfer money. But where do I get the money? It said it's sent. Now, where do I go? Here, no problem. I mean, the big ones, the biggest places to go are Cebuanas, Palawan Pawn Shop, and then a distant third would probably be like LBC, the shipping company. You can pick up money there too. But on the Cebuana and the Palawan Pawn Shop websites, they both say they have over 3,500 locations each. So, I mean, you're never going to go a day without seeing one. I mean, they're all over the place. They're on every corner. So you just go into one of those shops. When you, on your receipt from your transfer, there'll be what's called the Money Transfer Control Number, the MTCN. You need that number. You go into one of those shops, Cebuana. You fill out a little form with basic information. and you put that control number in there. It's a 10-digit number, three numbers, and four numbers. A 10-digit number. You put the amount in there that you sent. You go up to the counter with your passport. That's the best ID. You wait a few minutes and boom, there you go. You got your money. No problem. And just count it right there at the counter. Make sure it's all there, which it usually is, no problems. But count it right at the counter before you leave. And that's it. It's very easy. No problems with the transfer of money. Credit cards now. Credit cards, I suggest you bring at least two different kinds. Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover. I think they're still around, right? I never had a Discover card. Bring at least two of those, two different ones, because you'll go to a machine here and it won't take this one, but it'll take that one. So you don't want to be anywhere where it doesn't take your card. And there is a lot of places here that you can pay. They do take credit cards, like, in the big towns, in the malls, all the big fancy stores, they take it. There are a lot of restaurants, they'll take your card, but it's always good just to have that card in case, you have a big purchase. Now, another good one is GCash. You can sign up for that when you're not in the Philippines. And I was looking it up the other day. It's called GCash Overseas. It looked too complicated. And I don't know. Just wait till you get here. When you get to the Philippines and you get your SIM card, you get a telephone number, a Philippine number, you can sign up for GCash. Now, GCash, that is like, say, Apple Pay, where I can pay stores, I can send money to people, I can pay my electric bill, I can pay my cable bill, I can buy load from my phone, service from my phone. You can do everything with this. So it's really good to have. And I suggest you just wait till you get here, and it's really simple to sign up, just basic information. You got to send them a picture of your passport, and they get you verified. And at the first step is you're going to have 10,000 peso in there, which I say is enough. I mean, I don't know why you'd want to keep more than 10,000 peso in there, but you can take further steps and get further verified. You can have 100,000 in there, and you can open a G Savings or a G Invest account and just put a couple pesos in there, a few pesos, and you can have all the way up to 500,000 peso. But I don't know why you'd ever want that, because if you're sending money to me and I don't have that much, I can't accept. It's just no good. 10,000 is way more than enough, and it's good to have, because let's say you leave the house and you don't have your wallet, you forget your wallet, you got GCash, you got an app in your phone where you got money in there, and it's no problem. You can use one of the money transfer service companies, and they'll transfer money right into your GCash for you. So you don't have to go to a place and get it and put it in there somehow. They'll just transfer it right into your GCash. So that's nice. You have money there. So I would suggest when you first get here and you get your telephone number, sign up for GCash. Now, with those debit cards, when you go to an ATM here in the Philippines, the basic charge to use a machine is 250 peso. With the exchange rate now, that's about 450 US, somewhere in there, right around in there, because it's like 56, 57 to 1 today. But, and they can most of the machines only give you 10,000 peso at a time. Now, I hear there's machines that'll give you 20. And I had a guy tell me one time his bank, I forget the name of it, maybe Commerce Bank, he can get 40 out at a time, but I don't know. 10,000 is usually the max you can get, the normal amount. And every time that 250 that can add up, especially if, let's say you need 30,000 peso for something, and you're gonna sit there and take, you know, three pulls, and what is that, 1350 to get the money out. So I suggest you get an account where they take care of the foreign transaction fees and the ATM fees. There's a couple companies that do that. Like, I use Charles Schwab. They do that, and the first of every month they reimburse me all the ATM fees that I get that month. And I usually don't try to use it that. I mean, I use it like once or twice a month, so I don't abuse that. But I know Fidelity does, and I heard Citibank, they have cards where they reimburse all those foreign transaction fees. So get one of those cards, and that will help a lot with all those fees, because they'll add up really quick on you. And last but not least, just make sure you have an emergency fund when you come here, because you know you don't want to be here on a shoestring budget, have no money to even get home if you don't like it, or God forbid you end up in a hospital, because the hospitals here, you have to pay. If you don't pay, they won't let you out. So just make sure you have an emergency fund of, I mean, like 6 months of bills just to help you out in case something does happen to you. But I hope these few money tips help you out in some way. I mean, I know I wish I would have known these when I first got here, because when I first got here, oh boy, I was running around crazy trying to figure all this stuff out. But hopefully this helps you guys and you have a good trip on your way here.